Basic ass office ceiling tiles, yeah. The push-up panels, they were putting up choppers up there.
Shit never is as bad as it seems. Fuck a lifespan, this is just one long dream.
How's it going, everyone? It's your man Lost Disciple, the voice box of the underground of YouTube. And do you guys have that, you ever just go around, right? Around your neighborhood or around your town, and you just see stores that you've never been in, and you just think about, the shit that happens in that store, it's just average, everyday business operations and shit like that. And you ever just took a liking to a specific location, but you'd never actually been there. You just, you know about it from a friend, from a friend of a friend, or from a buddy. Kind of like, for example, a vape shop or a head shop. It's kind of like, you hear from a friend, it's like, yeah, my brother knows he's friends with the guy that runs this place, and I get free bongs and shit like that, and little trinkets and shit, just for a rough example. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me enlighten you with a story of my town. So, we have this particular character, right? I like to think of where I live at kind of like Morio from JoJo, in the sense that we have townsfolk that are not like the average townfolk in the downtown area of our little city. That's what it kind of goes by, even though it's not really like a fucking skyscraper city. It's like more of an old English city. Nonetheless, there is this man by the name of Juice Man, and Juice Man we'll get to that. He owned this vape shop by this ice cream place in my town, right? So, Juice Man, right? I guess I've never met the man personally, but I did, however, right? I knew people that knew Juice Man, and apparently Juice Man was a very, very cool nigga. Not only did he have a head shop, so he had bongs, fucking dab rigs, shit like that. He also, right, this guy had it where he was basically selling bud and a bunch of other crazy illegal substances out of his head shop. Supposedly. Don't know if this is true or not. This is all just local folklore, right? And Juice Man, he was actually involved with the streets, so to say. This guy was out there doing a lot of shit, so the rumors say. But he was a very cool individual, but you wouldn't want to get on his bad side. So Juice Man he was very popular with the youths of the town, I would say, kind of like the outcast kids that would go there and get dab carts and shit from Juice Man, and he had his shop set up where we had a couch, the Xbox, so people would go there and hang out and shit, being dead ass. Niggas would go to the vape shop to go hang out after school. I never did no shit like that, but there were people out there that did it, and they ended up building a big emotional bond with Juice Man, not on no weird shit, but on a big heavy friendship level, so to speak. And basically, Juice Man would also introduce these individuals to very how do I put that? I don't want to say rock bottom, or just straight out say, drug addicts, supposedly. And they would just see some shit. One of my he's not really my buddy, but he was one of my coworkers, because he was the one that was spilling the beans about all this shit. Apparently, he's seen someone overdose on fucking heroin in Juice Man's shop. He was just telling me some shit. He said they was putting choppers in the roof through the ceiling tiles and shit. Those basic ass office ceiling tiles, yeah. The push-up panels, they were putting up choppers up there, supposedly. Now, Juice Man was running his business was operating successfully. However, with every kingpin, right, the empire must come crumbling down at some point. And crumbling down did it come because that the outcome of this story is fucking ridiculous, right? So eventually the authorities catch on to the ring that Juice Man was fucking juicing, right? Getting his cash and shit. And they had set up a ploy where they had basically had gathered enough evidence where they could send a super undercover cop in there to go basically act like he was gonna go buy some shit from Juice Man. Now, I don't know how the fuck these people got, introduced or who spilled the beans or whatever, if they was watching the Juice Man. From what my coworker said, they were building up a case and they were been watching the Juice and all the shit that's been going on. He had like tattoos and shit, supposedly, that connected him to these supposed non-passive groups of individuals. And they basically went in there and they fucking raided the place and locked everyone up. And Juice Man, right, he ran across the street to the projects or the building apartments, whatever the fuck they are, across the street from his vape shop, and took a bunch of drugs and died in the back of a fucking cop car. Yeah, it was the craziest shit. I remember he was telling me this, I was just like, yo, to that be the story of fucking Juice Man. And basically now, like, I see some like Juice Man memorials around town, and I just was looking at it, and sometimes I'll drive past that shop and I just think about the story of Juice Man. So yeah, now you know the story of Juice Man. If you like the video, leave a like, dislike it, drop a dislike, drop an F for my man Juice, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Color television, fan on the ceiling, abstract art on the walls, living different. 1989, talking on the phone, wind blowing hard, all the windows closed. Turquoise sheets, pink pillows, Motel 6, that's room 24. Meet you in the morning, meet me here tonight. Vibrating bed, gotta say it all right. Black marble sink, gold in the faucet, fresh bar soap, mini shampoo bottles. Playing some Atari, she blowing on my cartridge. Room service knocking, I can hear him at the door. Do not disturb, hanging